Okay, so I was able to get that bolt screw off, no problem. Looks like this. It was very, very easy with this attachment. I was able to get in there, and you could feel it, and then just unscrew it. Very, very easy. I found with the screwdrivers, what had happened is the handle part actually got in the way quite a bit. So I was trying different screwdrivers, different angles. Basically, I had my feet up here, lay back here with my head, neck area resting here, and I can kind of get up in there and get it out. So I'm just going to take the screwdriver. The screwdriver was basically I could kind of see where it was at, and I can look a little bit and kind of feel. So the next part really is just wiggling this off and getting it out. So you got to be careful with how it is. You got to take that clip off. Sorry, not the clip. Take that electrical connection off, and we'll just wiggle it out. So I'll be back to you in a couple seconds. Okay, so here we are again. We took that clip off, or not the clip, the electrical connection right here. Well, not easy to see, I guess, but right here it was taped on some electrical wires. I just cut the electrical tape a little bit and wiggle that free so you can see it up in there. Yeah, so now we're just gonna try and pull this out. It should be pretty easy. You just gotta twist and turn it, and you can see I'm doing it with one hand. Quite easy once you got all the screws out. If you're really fighting with it to come out, that means you probably didn't get that last screw out. So just make sure you have that screw out, and it should come out fairly easy. There it is. And that's your blower motor, and we're done on this side. So we're gonna have to go to the driver's side, and there's three bolts, I believe, and we'll take those out. You have to remove the pedal and the brake pedal and whatnot to get to it, but there's 3 bolts, and that will be a bit of a pain, but we'll go through it. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, so all it is a couple of pull tabs. It just pops right out, and I want to make sure your e-brake's on so it can slide out. Pops out very easy and slides out. Next, we'll be pulling this out. So we'll get in there with our plastic. So just to get this out, you're going to have to put the car in ACC and just move it down to drive or neutral. I find that's the best way to get it out. You will have to not turn the car on. Make sure your brake's on so you don't move. You're going to have to unscrew. Shift head. Just put it aside. Back and up. We should be able to get that out. Now, so it's free. There's a little wire right here where my finger is. That's a LED light, or a light for your shift indicator, and then there'll be a couple wire connections on the back. I'm just going to go ahead and release it. So I was able to get the little light off. You just grab it with a pair of pliers, just be careful you don't break it, and just twist it and it pops right off. Now you're able to move this piece out of the way and you can get to some of your electrical connections back here. Flathead screwdriver, I'm just going to take this blue piece off. Just pops off. Very easy. Get the other side. I'll just bring it in. So you can see there's a couple little nubs here, one on either side, and this blue piece just locks into it. Take that out, just put it aside. Just take a screwdriver and pop that out. Pops out. Okay, you're going to have to remember which side the gray and white wires are. The exact same. They're for the heated seats. So on my case, the gray was on top, which is the right side, and the white was on the left side. So you just remember how that was in there. So that's pretty easy. We just got one last step, more or less, and we're just going to go ahead. Go in here. Move your 8mm bolts. Good, pull free. Just pick them up. Pretty much it. And don't forget, you got a couple electrical connections over here, so just disconnect them. So you got those free, pretty easy. There is one more electrical connection back here, and that's for your 12 volt. But at this point, you should be able to at least break it free and then able to get it out. So once that's all out, all you're gonna have to do is pull back on the center console. You might have to pull these out a bit. Oh, I got one other thing, sorry. And that's right here. You got two 8mm bolts right there. There you go. And now you could just pull. Just pull back. I'm going to have to pull out a bit. Just snaps out. There we go. And it just pulls free. That's all there is to it. See, it's right now it's free. I can pull it right out. So down here, there's this this wire. It was just connected onto this little T-piece plastic. It was just electrical taped on. You can either try and take that plastic off, which I found was quite a bit difficult. I just cut the electrical tape. Be careful not to cut any wires. I just cut on the plastic, so there was no possibility of me cutting any wires. They made it real easy, and it was just basically to hold it up. Looking at it's out of the way of a lot of other things, so it wasn't an issue. Now your whole box is free and it can come right out. Just put your shifter in neutral or drive, making sure not to turn the car on, and then you can just pull it right back and out. It comes right out. As you can see, I'm not going to take it out all the way, so just make sure you connect that connector right there, that one there, the OB2, and don't forget your hood release. And then all you have to do is line up all the clips and pop it in. Simple. Now as we come in here, you can see I took a lot of the trim away. Sorry I didn't take a video of that earlier, but it's pretty easy. It's all snap, you can tell. Snap 1, snap 2, it all snaps in there. The easiest way to get this section out is to take the center console and take that out and move it back a bit. Once again, everything snaps in the center console. Maybe I'll show you the procedure I had to do when I put it back together, and it's the same thing in reverse, taking it out. The easiest way is to get the bottom part of the trim off is put your hand here where the fuse panel is and just give it a stiff pull, and they'll break free all this. Then you'll have to your hood release, so I just have it tucked up in there for now. You're gonna have to disconnect that. Once you've got that part out and the middle pulled out, then it'll just pull right out. So it's fairly easy, straightforward.